know they out there doing the most, and we think we helping them by, giving them a little extra, little something, something. In actuality, you just teaching them no matter how bad I am, my mama's still gonna do what I do.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I know. Nicole was in a moment. She came to me, just feel looking all pitiful, just pitiful. Ma, can I get 50 cents so I can get a drink when I'm at work? I said, no, ma'am. She said, well, can I get a ride to work? I said, no, ma'am. How you got here? I said, as a matter of fact, you better go see, if you over here, you better go see who's going that direction. They might be able to carry you. Because you're going to take your money, throw it in the street, party with it. Then you think you're going to come get my 50 cents now to get your essentials. No, it don't work like that. No. And I know somebody standing by, they felt so pitiful for her. They grabbed her up and took her on down the street. She was just so pitiful. And at the time, she said she thought I was just hard. But I told her, I said, but let me tell you what the promise that God gave, because I remember he gave me a word to give to her. And he told her that her needs will always be met, and that he will provide for her and give her the overflow if she serve him. She'll never want for anything. So if I start giving her in the midst of her, now I'm operating opposite of what God said to me about her. She got to feel the hurt out there. Our little ones got to feel the what? Hurt. Feel the hurt out there. Because we try to make this side of the life so easy, we don't want them to suffer on this side. But what about soul in hell? We don't help them out on this side so much that they don't even turn to God. They don't know what it is to come back to God, and so they find themselves lost. Now our hearts feel. That's why there's sometimes we gotta, don't be so concerned with the 80 years on this side. When we helping people and giving people assistance, think about the eternity. And then it says here on the first or fourth verse, it says fathers, and then it gives us fathers some instructions. Now, it's amazing how he tells the children, then he comes right back to the head of the house. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger by the way you treat them. Now, this ain't talking about, like, Dad, give me $5. Like JR, Mom, you got $5? No, I ain't got $5 for you, boy. Go get a job. So yeah, I did it. No, don't ask me for money and you just doing nothing. I'm struggling already as a single mother, and then you come and ask me for $5 that you can get your well-able body up and go do something, and you using your money for drugs. No. Okay. I know some of y'all pretend your children didn't do drugs. I know, mine did that. And I'm not going to contribute to it. I wasn't going to contribute to it.
That's right.
Somebody, can you get $5? Why? I need bread in my house. That's crackish anyway. Ask somebody for $5 and a whole grown man. Okay. But it says, fathers, don't provoke your children to anger by the way you treat them. In other words, don't bring them to, don't pick at them, cause them to feel anger on inside that they don't have to have. Don't provoke them. Don't set them up for the failure. Sometimes, we think we're doing them a favor, but you're actually provoking them. You shouldn't talk to them in a way that's down rating them. But you still got to talk to them. Now the part is that don't be provoking to anger, but they may get angry when you tell them no. but your ultimate goal to your pulling on them should be to bring them to a better place, not to make them feel lowly or down, or hopeless. It says here, rather bring them with the discipline. See, you still got the what? Bring them to, don't provoke them, but rather bring them up with discipline and instruction that comes from the Lord. Don't operate out of your flesh. They made you mad, so you striking them back in the same anger. But when you do come with them with something that comes with discipline, and instructions from the Lord. This is what God will have you do. When I used to speak to them, my children, I used to call them what they are, man of God, woman of God. In the middle of the day, whatever. Instructions, because this is what God called you. I'm gonna call you this as well. And I'm gonna provoke you in the way that the Lord is provoking, not out of my anger. You old drunk it, da 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 da. You old, see, that's provoking. You ain't no good, da 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 da. I used to tell them, see, God created you for His kingdom. Tell them what they are, man and woman of God. Don't lend yourself to the devil. You a child of the King. So I would pull on them with the things of God, not call them, you just like your dad. See, can't do that. That's provoking to anger. Especially when that child looks just like that man or that woman. You thought it was all right one time. What's wrong with it now? One time or another, you thought it was all right. Ain't it all right? It's all right, you had a child with it. Now they ain't that old low-life man. Okay, whatever. That says a lot about your picks and choices, too. That's what that says. God couldn't have been your child. I might have told you that. You thought he was... No, anyway. Come on. Okay, we're going to jump to another part here. It's true, though. Stop talking about these kids' parents. Don't talk about it. That's provoking. They made up just like them. DNA just like them. They can't help it. They look like them. They act like them. Yeah, because you chose them. So now that you chose them and thought it was good enough to have a child with them, it's all right. Work with it. You was patient when you know he wasn't no good, when you're late. Be patient with his seed. Oh, I know I'm talking good, but, same thing with the men. They don't need to call her low down nothing now. Scallywag, da-da-da-da, Jezebel, there. Yeah, you was watching hips. Thought it was just fine then. Had to have it. Had to have it. You know what I'm saying? Man on a hunt. That's it. You went home, you drug home. There you go. Now we mad at what we produced. Come on. Don't be provoking. And this is the stuff that the Lord gives us. It's stature. It makes you move differently if you follow the plan of the Lord. It makes you not say these things and act out of character in this way because it's not honoring the Lord. Somebody read for me verse 5.